What's up, guys, and welcome back to Sinister Bunny Studios, and today we've got another great cool product from FiFine Technology. So the folks over at FiFine Technology got back in contact with me yet again because they wanted to send me another one of their cool products. You guys have seen me do a couple of their products in the past. I did the K6 and the K025, I believe it was. One was just a regular dynamic microphone, and another one was a wireless microphone for like karaoke or even recording, which I did. I can put links down to those videos down in the description or up in the card over here, so if you want to check those out. But today we've got something a little more special, and I'm trying a little bit of a different setup for this video. You can see in that camera with another tripod right next to me, and in the camera here, I've got my phone and my camera going at once to give you guys a better unboxing and product review experience. But enough talk from me. Let's dig into this great big package here. It's fairly large compared to the other stuff I've gotten before. Same cardboard type of packaging. It's neat, tidy, simple, no problem here. So I'm gonna open it up here. Like usual, with most of their products, you get this little bookmark looking thing where it's got all of their social media and stuff like that on it. And the user manual for all the stuff that's going to be in here, and that gives you a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's going to be in this box. So if you need to learn how to use the stuff, use that manual. It's got everything you need. Got a little tie here. On top of that, we've got typical packing styrofoam on top. We'll slide this over here. Right away, you can see two things, two big things here. And what these are wireless receivers for the microphone setup, and I'll get to that last. We'll open up this little box here secondly. That looks like it's got a lot of cables in it. See, it's got some batteries in it. Let's see, power cable, and let me see, that's a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch cable to plug it into like my mixer. And let's see what else we got here. We got a 1/4 inch to, 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch. So if you need to plug it into like a exterior out or auxiliary input or a headphone input. And then you've got 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch. So you can hook this up any which way you please. I'll set all this box stuff down there. We'll open up this second big box here. And this might be, yes, this right here is some of the first little bits of the usable parts of the product that you'll see. This is kind of like a headset microphone. We'll look at that here in just a second. Let me see here. We got a second thing of a headset. Yep, just looks like the headset. And here you've got a lavalier microphone, just kind of like what I'm wearing right here, or a lapel mic. Clips onto your shirt, and you record audio that way. And you've got a second one. So this package total comes with basically 4 microphones, 2 of which have a way for you to monitor. Well, actually, no, maybe not. You can't monitor things, but it's just a different way of wearing them. 2 headsets, 2 lapel mics, that's what you get. Now, the main part of this product that drives everything is right here. Let's throw that phone that way. This is like the mixer. This is where everything works together. So honestly, I'm really surprised. Most of FiFine's stuff has been very plasticky, not very much metal or anything like that involved. But this right here, I'm guessing it's aluminum, but it's still metal. It's got an all-metal body, at least it feels like it. And it's got some rubber feet on the bottom for you to set it down and so that it doesn't get slid across the table or anything. And you've got all these knobs here that feel like metal. So overall, the build quality on this part of the product is actually really good compared to what I've had in the past. But as you can see, it's got a bunch of knobs and stuff on it for the different volume levels of the different microphones and stuff, because you can plug in multiple microphones and set up multiple microphones to this mixer here. As well as you can see, it has some antennas to put up to have a stronger signal to the wireless setup that comes with this product. So I'm going to set this to the side and look at that last more in depth. But let's take a look at these over here. I'll just take one out for right now, and I'll move this box to the side. So what this is, it's a wireless transmitter for the, I believe just the lapel mics, and nope, for all 4 microphones, they can be used with these 2 wireless battery packs here. And basically what you do is you see this little mini like XLR input right here at the top of this. You plug in one of the microphones to it, you turn it on, and you set up the specific frequency for this wireless setup, have it hooked up to this receiver over here, and you can walk around all over hell wirelessly and record your audio or project your audio or whatever you're trying to do with this and the microphones. So I can show you guys how that works here in just 2 seconds when I open up this bag. The second one over here is just exactly the same as this one, you just get 2 of them. So I'm going to take out this lapel mic first of all. And you get 2 of these. So I'm only going to look at one. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera, but you get 2 of these. It's got the foam windscreen on it, which is nice. It'll keep wind and your breath and stuff like that out of recording or projecting audio. It's got a gator clip. Well, I call it a gator clip, but it's like a shirt clip, what you would use to clip onto stuff. And then it's got a decent enough cable. I don't know, it's probably like 3 or 4 foot. And then you got this little mini XLR input here. And so basically what you do is you take this and you find it, line up the pins, and you plug it right into this receiver here, like so. And do I have batteries in this? I'm not sure. Yes, there are batteries in here. I'm not sure if I put these in. I think I did put these in. I kind of took a look at this a little bit just to make sure everything was set up and working before I did this video. So there's batteries in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push the on button. Let's see, maybe we got to hold the on button. Or maybe not. Uh-oh, issues. Huh. Yeah, there we go. You got to hold it. You hold the button, it'll turn on. So it's at 603 kilohertz, it looks like, or maybe megahertz, 603 megahertz. But now this is on, as you can see in here. And if this was hooked up to the receiver, we would be transmitting the signal from the lapel mic over to this receiver and into your mixer or whatever else you're trying to use the audio for. So that's how that works. And the same thing applies for the headsets here. So I'm going to open up this headset and show you what that looks like. Like I said, you get a second lapel mic and you get a second headset thing. So you get a total of 4 microphones in this package total. So this is a very similar setup, except it's more of a headset situation and everything's tangled. But it's a headset. You got your microphone like this. It's kind of like if you ever used a gaming headset for your computer or Xbox or PS3 or anything like that. Very similar. You take it, put it over your head, adjust the microphone, and you can look like like you're in a boy band or you're that ShamWow guy with a headset doing the infomercials and everything. Now, what I think this would more be used for is, say, like a high school play setup where you need to talk to your actors or you need to talk over the PA system, and you're like the sound engineer tweaking and messing with everything, making sure it sounds good. But you do the exact same thing that I did with the lapel mic over here. Take your wireless receiver and you line up the pins right here with the cable. Plug it in, and then at this point you're wirelessly transmitting the signal from this microphone to the mixer receiver here and into whatever audio system you have attached to this beyond everything else. So like I said, you get 4 microphones with this whole setup and 2 wireless receivers with this setup, some batteries for the receivers, as well as all the kind of cables that you think you would ever need for this entire setup, as well as the power cable for the receiver mixer, and you're good to go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this a little more in depth for you guys before I test it out. So let me just set all of this aside here. That's the power cable. That's another microphone. Let's set that stuff kind of off to the side. Okay, so for this part, this has, like I said, 2 antennas on the back so that you have a good strong signal. On the back, you have the DC power, which is what the power cable is for. You plug it in to power this whole unit. You have an auxiliary out, which for me is what I would use the 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch cable for. I would take the 1/4 inch cable, I'll plug it into the auxiliary out on the back of this, and then take the other end and plug it into my mixer. Then I could transmit the signal from whatever microphone I'm using to this, to my mixer, to be able to record it, and that's how you would use that. Then you have right and left out and right and left in, so if you need to hook it up to a PA system or like my studio monitors or anything like that, you could use those to hook that whole thing up, and then that's it for the back. On the front, you have a mic A, mic A, volume for A, volume for B, echo, which is some weird effect that they have on there. You got the power button in the middle, right over here, and let's see. Then you got music C, volume D, and a mic D situation. So with this setup, you can have 2, I believe, volume A, volume B, music, volume C. Let's see, you can have 2 or 3 wireless microphones transmitting to this, as well as 2 microphones plugged into the plugs in the ends over here, the auxiliary outs. So you can have quite a few microphones hooked up to this thing at once, which is why I said it's ideal for like a high school play situation, or like a speaking event with multiple people, or an interview, or if you're just trying to capture audio from multiple microphones all at once. This kind of thing is really perfect for that. And beyond that, that's pretty much all it is, except for the rubber feet on the bottom so that it doesn't go sliding around everywhere. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to hook it up, and I'm going to record a little bit of audio so you guys can hear what it sounds like from each of the 2 different kinds of microphones, and I'll see you there. Alright you guys, so now I have it set up. I have the headset and the lapel mic both hooked up to the wireless receivers, and to differentiate between the 2, one is blue and one is orange. And if you could not tell already, you are hearing me through my studio monitors as of right now, because I have everything hooked up to my mixer, and it is transmitting the signal from there outward to the monitors. But let's turn that off. Let's turn the volume down there. So right now you're hearing me on the lapel mic, which is hooked up to this wireless receiver. It's a decent enough lapel mic. It gets the job done. If you got a speaking situation, you're going to be golden. If you're going to be getting really loud, obviously you got to set up your levels just right and everything. But beyond that, you should be good. So this is the lapel mic. This is kind of how it sounds. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lapel mic down and turn up the headset mic so you can hear that. Okay, so now, without it being too loud, sorry if I just hurt your ears, now you're hearing me through the actual headset that I'm wearing. So this is what it sounds like. I think the quality on this is a little worse than the lapel mic itself, but it still works. It gets the job done, and obviously it's working wirelessly to the receiver and everything, and it works just flawlessly, I do gotta say. And you know, if you're someone on a budget and you need to get something that has 4 microphones for a group or some kind of project or school play or something like that, going with this is actually a really good idea. You get everything that you could possibly need for a whole setup, and you'll just be completely golden at that point. But now I'm going to turn all this off because I do not want to hear it from this anymore. And I'm going to turn all this down. Take that off. Leave that there. Take off this lapel. I got 2 lapels on. Set that there. And as you can see, it's lighting up. I don't know if you could tell. It's lit up here. It's got 2 lights on it that tell you what's going on right here with the wireless receivers and everything. And obviously, like I said, you can plug in 2 more microphones on the ends here physically. And like I said, I got it plugged straight into my mixer, and you're completely good to go after that. All right, you guys, so that's it. That's just kind of a quick overview and test of this entire product setup. Like I always do, I want to thank the folks over at FiFine Technology for sending me this product. It's definitely a really, really cool, interesting product to have. It's a budget product, so if you're like a school administrator that's trying to find some kind of setup for your play, or you know your school doesn't have a big budget or anything, this thing's like, I don't know, $80 or something like that last time I checked. It's a great product for having multiple microphones. You get a lot in it, all the cables you need. It comes with batteries. You got 4 microphones, 2 wireless receivers, all the cables you would ever need to set the whole thing up, and you're just completely good to go. So like I said, I want to thank the folks over at FiFine. Thank you for sending me another one of your great products. And yeah, this product is definitely a good one. I don't know if I'll use it very much. Maybe if I get multiple people doing a video at one time, I'll use it. But it's going to sit on the shelf for the moment. But thanks again. And like I always say, oh no, the battery died. I have to do it from my phone. Let me take it off here. Well, I'll do it like this, you guys. Like I always say, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video.